Listen up. You're here because you're ready to transform your life. You know there's more in you. You feel the hunger, the drive, but there's something holding you back. It's focus or lack of it. But don't worry, I'm about to show you how to unlock the most powerful tool you've got, your ability to focus. When you master focus, the game changes. No more distractions, no more procrastination, no more excuses. You are about to step into a world where results aren't a matter of luck, they're inevitable. This isn't theory, this is real. These are the principles used by the most successful people on the planet. And now it's your turn. Stay with me and let's make this happen. Because once you unlock the power of focus, nothing can stop you. Eliminate distractions. Distractions are everywhere. They're relentless. They're designed to steal your time, your attention, and your energy. The world today bombards us with a constant stream of information, emails, social media, phone calls, meetings, advertisements, noise. You're being pulled in a million different directions, and it's no wonder that focus feels like a rare commodity. But if you want to achieve anything of significance, you need to learn how to shut out the noise. You need to protect your attention like it's your most valuable asset, because in reality it is. Imagine you're driving a car at full speed, but instead of looking ahead, you're constantly checking your rear view mirror, glancing at the passengers and fiddling with the radio. How far do you think you'll get? Not far, right? That's what distractions do to your productivity. They prevent you from moving forward with power and purpose. Every time you give into a distraction, you're not just losing a moment of focus, you're losing momentum. It's not just about the big things. We often think about distractions as external forces, other people, or major interruptions. But the biggest distractions are the small, subtle ones. The ding of a notification, the pull of a random thought, the constant urge to check your phone. These micro distractions add up. They drain your energy. They fracture your focus. So how do you eliminate distractions? First, start by identifying them. Look at your environment. What's cluttering your space, both physically and mentally? If your workspace is disorganized, your mind will be too. Clean it up. Every item in your environment should either serve a purpose or be removed. A cluttered space leads to a cluttered mind. The same goes for your digital space. Clear out unnecessary apps, organize your files, and set boundaries around your use of technology. Second, set clear boundaries with people. If you're constantly interrupted by calls, messages, or people dropping by your office, you'll never achieve the focus you need. Learn to say no. Protect your time like you protect your money. It's the most precious resource you have. Be proactive. Schedule your time and let others know when you're available and when you're not. Don't just react to the chaos around you. Take control. Third, get your mind right. Distractions aren't just physical, they're mental. The more you let your mind wander, the less you can focus. You need to train your mind to stay on task. This takes practice. Meditation, breathing exercises, or even just a few moments of stillness can help you regain control of your thoughts. When you sit down to work, make a conscious decision to eliminate everything that isn't directly related to your goal. Shut off your phone, close your browser tabs, focus solely on the task at hand. Commit to one thing. In a world full of endless possibilities, it's easy to get caught in the trap of doing everything. You have 100 ideas, 1,000 tasks on your to-do list, and a mind constantly racing from one thing to the next. But here's the harsh truth. You cannot do everything. You cannot chase every opportunity, and you cannot afford to spread your attention too thin. The most successful people in the world aren't the ones who juggle multiple projects or try to master 100 different things at once. They're the ones who commit to one thing at a time and give it their undivided attention. They know that the power of focus comes from narrowing their focus down to a single priority. Think about it. When you focus on one thing, you give it everything you have. Your energy, your resources, your mental clarity all go into that one task. You can't half-ass something if your focus is complete. You pour everything into it. And when you give your all to one thing, the results are unstoppable. Now, I'm not saying you should never multitask. It is a time for that. But it's not when you're trying to accomplish something monumental. Multitasking leads to divided attention, and divided attention leads to mediocre results. Success demands excellence, and excellence is born from unwavering focus. The key is to identify the one thing that matters most. What is the highest priority for you right now? What is the one task that will move the needle forward in your life or business? This is your focus. This is where you put all of your energy. When you decide on that one thing, block out everything else. Don't allow yourself to to be distracted by side projects, new ideas, or insignificant tasks that aren't aligned with your mission. To commit to one thing, you must also be willing to say no to everything else. This requires courage and discipline. Saying no doesn't mean you'll never pursue those other opportunities. It just means you're choosing to prioritize what matters right now. By focusing on one thing, you give yourself the clarity and power to see it through to completion. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the endless options and choices available to us. But here's a secret. The more you narrow your focus, the more freedom you'll have. When you commit to one thing, you stop being scattered. You stop chasing shiny objects. You focus all your efforts in one direction, and that focus compounds over time, leading to exponential results. You might be thinking, what if I'm missing out on other opportunities? Here's the truth. Opportunities don't go away because you focus on one thing. In fact, when you commit to one thing, you often discover even greater opportunities within that focus. Success isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right thing with everything you have. So pick your one thing, own it, and commit to it with every fiber of your being. When you do that, the power of focus will propel you to heights you never imagined. Train your focus. Focus is not something you are born with. It's a skill you can develop. And the more you train it, the stronger it gets. Most people think they have a limited attention span, that they can only concentrate for short bursts of time. They believe their focus is out of their control, but this is a lie. Focus is a muscle, and just like any muscle, it grows stronger the more you work it. Start small. You want to train your focus? Begin by committing to small, intentional moments of undistracted attention. It doesn't matter how long you last in the beginning. What matters is that you're practicing. Your brain is like a muscle. When you push it to focus, it will naturally get fatigued. But that fatigue is a sign of growth. The more you challenge it, the stronger it becomes. Start by focusing on a single task for just 10 minutes. No phone, no distractions, no excuses. And when the 10 minutes are up, take a short break. Rest, then come back and repeat. Gradually increase the time you dedicate to one task without distraction. If you want to train your focus, you have to respect it. Respect the effort it takes to maintain it. When you sit down to work, commit to doing so with everything you've got. No checking your phone, no wandering thoughts. If your mind starts to drift, bring it back. If distractions pop up, like the urge to check an email or get up for a snack, ignore them. Don't give in. Every time you bring your focus back, you strengthen it. Another powerful tool in training your focus is meditation. You don't have to become a guru, but learning to quiet your mind for just a few minutes each day is crucial. Meditation teaches you how to control your attention. It teaches you to notice when your mind starts to wander, and more importantly, it teaches you to gently guide it back to the present moment. By practicing meditation, you build mental resilience and discipline, both of which are essential for sustained focus. Don't expect your focus to improve overnight. It's a process. It takes time, but it's worth it. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to shut out distractions, stay locked in, and produce results. And remember, just like any muscle, focus needs rest to grow. You can't keep your brain locked in intense focus all day. You need breaks to recharge. Short, frequent breaks are just as important as focused work. Don't be afraid to step away for a moment to clear your head. When you come back, your focus will be sharper. Over time, this practice will make a massive difference. You'll be able to concentrate for longer periods, ignore distractions with ease, and make remarkable progress on your goals. The people who achieve great things aren't necessarily the most talented. They're the ones who can focus consistently over time. They've trained their attention to stay where it matters, and they don't let anything pull them away from their vision. Use emotions as fuel. Emotions are powerful, but too often we let our emotions control us instead of using them to propel us forward. Anger, frustration, excitement, passion, they all have incredible potential, but only if you know how to harness them. The truth is, emotions are one of the greatest assets in your pursuit of focus. If you can learn to channel your emotions into your work, you can accomplish things you never thought possible. When you feel anger, frustration, or overwhelm, don't try to suppress it. Instead, ask yourself, how can I use this emotion to fuel my focus? When you're angry, you have a fire inside you. That fire can be harnessed into motivation. Use it to push yourself through a difficult task, to break through a mental block, or to take bold action when you feel stuck. Anger, when directed properly, can be an unstoppable force. It has the power to push you past resistance and move you into action. Frustration, too, can be used as fuel. When something isn't going your way, when you hit a wall, instead of giving up or succumbing to frustration, use it to drive yourself forward. Feel that frustration in your body and let it push you to solve the problem. Often frustration is simply a sign that you care. You care about getting it right. You care about improving. Use that energy to refocus your attention, tackle the challenge head on, and keep going. Excitement is another powerful emotion. When you feel genuinely excited about something, whether it's a new project, an opportunity, or a breakthrough idea, don't let that excitement dissipate. Channel it into focus. Excitement creates momentum. It propels you forward when you would otherwise hesitate. Use that burst of energy to get started, and you'll find that excitement carries you through difficult phases when your enthusiasm may naturally fade. But emotions aren't just about raw energy. They also guide us. They tell us what truly matters. If you're feeling a strong emotional reaction to something, it's often a sign that it's important to you. Maybe you're passionate about a project or goal, or maybe something in your life is out of alignment and your emotions are signaling that you need to take action. Pay attention to your feelings. Don't dismiss them as too much or irrational. Emotions are powerful messages. They highlight what's important and help you stay focused on your purpose. One of the most critical emotional tools for focus is the ability to stay calm under pressure. When the stakes are high, when you're facing adversity, emotions can either derail you or drive you to perform at your peak. The key is learning how to manage your emotions so they don't control you. Take a deep breath, calm yourself down. Don't let panic cloud your judgment. Instead, use the pressure to sharpen your focus. When you can remain calm and focused under stress, you become invincible. It's not just about positive emotions either. Negative emotions can be just as powerful, if not more so. When you feel anxiety, fear, or doubt, recognize that these emotions don't have to paralyze you. They're simply indicators of where you need to grow. Embrace them, feel them, and then use them to push you further. Fear can be a powerful motivator. When you fear failure, use it to fuel your determination to succeed. When you doubt yourself, use it as a reason to prove your own strength. The key to using emotions as fuel is understanding that you don't have to be controlled by them. You can choose how to respond to them. Emotions are an incredibly potent resource, and when you learn to control them instead of letting them control you, you unlock a level of focus that most people will never experience. Decide now. Decisions shape your life. Every moment you hesitate, you lose power. Indecision keeps you stuck, trapped in a loop of uncertainty. The moment you decide, everything changes. You step into your power. You create momentum. Decisions are the gateway to results. The longer you delay, the longer you stay in the same place. It's time to make the call. Stop waiting for the right time. It will never come. The right time is now. Commit fully. When you decide, you're telling the universe you're ready. You're signaling to yourself that you're no longer playing small. Focus follows decision. Clarity follows decision. Confidence follows decision. Every great achievement starts with a decision. Choose your future right now. Once you decide, don't look back. Don't second guess yourself. Trust in the power of your choice and get moving. Track progress. If you don't track your progress, you'll never know how far you've come. Small wins compound into big victories. Celebrate each step forward. Every action you take matters. Every piece of progress adds up. Tracking keeps you motivated and gives you clarity. It helps you course correct when necessary. Without tracking, you're wandering aimlessly. Measurement creates accountability. It forces you to stay on track. It keeps you focused on results, not just effort. Set clear, measurable goals. Break them down into smaller tasks and monitor them daily. Review your progress regularly and adjust as needed. Celebrate your wins no matter how small. Tracking builds momentum. It fuels your drive to push harder, to keep going. When you can see the growth, you realize how much closer you are to success. Control your environment. Your environment shapes your results. It's not enough to just have a vision. You need to create an environment that supports that vision. If you're surrounded by negativity, distractions, or chaos, your focus will suffer. You must be deliberate in curating your surroundings to align with your goals. Clean your physical space, declutter your desk, organize your tools, and eliminate anything that doesn't contribute to your focus. But it's not just your physical space that matters. Your mental environment is just as important. Surround yourself with people who elevate you, who challenge you, and who support your growth. Limit exposure to negative influences and distractions, whether it's social media, toxic relationships, or unproductive habits. Eliminate them. Make your environment a reflection of the success you want to create. When your environment supports your goals, your path becomes clearer and your focus becomes stronger. Consistency wins. Focus alone won't get you to your goal. Consistency will. It's the daily discipline, the relentless effort, and the commitment to showing up every day, no matter how you feel. Consistency builds momentum. It turns small, seemingly insignificant actions into massive, life-changing results. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be consistent. Every action, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goal. Skipping one day leads to another, and soon you'll find yourself off track. But when you make consistency a habit, you build trust in yourself. You prove to yourself that you can count on you. Results don't happen overnight, but with consistent action, progress is inevitable. Stay the course. Keep pushing forward, even on the tough days. It's not the one-time bursts of effort that make the difference. It's the steady, unwavering commitment to the process that separates success from failure. You've got the tools, the mindset, and the strategy now. The power of focus is in your hands. But remember, this isn't a one-time lesson. This is a way of life. Stay consistent, stay disciplined, and keep your environment locked in on your goals. Your future is waiting, and it's brighter than you can even imagine. Don't let anything pull you off course. Take control, stay focused, and start dominating today. If you've been inspired by what you've heard, make sure to subscribe to Tony Robbins Track. We'll keep bringing you strategies, insights, and tools to level up your life every single day. Keep moving forward because the best version of you is just around the corner. Let's go.